I predicted this Ethereum crash. Listen to this here, posted on January 17th.
I think Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies will go down. This is in Canadian dollars.
A few short days later, Ethereum was $4,000. Now Ethereum is $3,200. Note that this is in Canadian dollars. You can easily convert to USD, but I mean, it amounts to the same thing. I basically predicted this crash. I got out of my crypto investments earlier in the year, and I got up when I was at 112% up. I earned $842. Note that I'm a student, so I don't have a lot to invest in. And I got out when Ethereum was $5,000 Canadian. That's when I sold my position, and I bought, or when it was around $2,000, and I bought one where it was 2,500, and another transaction when it was 3,000. So I only buy small amounts at a time, and I basically continue to buy the dip. I personally think Ethereum will drop more. I think it could reach the $2,000 range as soon as next week, even over the weekend. And I mean, it has lost support at like the last support level was around 3,500. Totally broke through that support, sitting at 3,200 now, mainly from a couple of news, which we're going to discuss today, as was my prediction for Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies for the next month or the next year. Okay, so overall, cryptocurrencies tumble with Bitcoin falling 10% and Ether down 13%. I think over $1 trillion in total was wiped out just in the span of in a few short hours. I think this was like over a day. And I mean, you can read this article here, but I mean, there was a couple news. We know that China already banned cryptocurrency mining and the use of cryptocurrencies. Russia is proposing a ban, and they announced this yesterday. I think this contributed to the fall. On top of that, I think the main contributing factor is the NASDAQ falling. And I mean, a lot of people are saying that that Bitcoin, for example, is an inflation hedge. I don't buy that at all because Bitcoin is a risky asset. You look at its volatility and it tends to rise and fall with the NASDAQ. At least right now it does, right? So rising interest rates means that high growth stocks become more expensive. And what this happens is that like basically the cost of borrowing basically just increases. And what this means is that high growth stocks tend to fall. So you're looking at the NASDAQ index, and I mean, it's down another 2% today. Year to date, it's down by 13% today. I mean, we officially entered correction territory. And I mean, I might even say that there's potentially a recession coming soon. I don't want to scare you, but I mean, you know, you're looking at the numbers down 13% year to date. It's like nearly wiped off all of last year's gains on the NASDAQ composite. And what I'm saying is Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these other altcoins tend to correlate strongly with the NASDAQ. Okay, so I would avoid Ethereum and all these high growth plays and Bitcoin because it is not an inflation hedge. You look at the price of Bitcoin, we'll go to that in a second. It basically mirrors the price of Ethereum. No one's saying Ethereum is an inflation hedge. It's just like for the short term, cryptocurrencies are not mimicking what the overall markets are doing, right? So I mean, I made this prediction like a few days ago. I think it might be time to maybe nibble $100 here at a time into Ethereum if you believe in it long term. But I mean, overall, I think you should be careful because I think there may be a broader market correction that is already happening and taking place. So I mean, you look at down like 15% over the past one day. It's just like absolutely brutal. And so I think those are the main reasons. The Fed's hawkish policy, unemployment rate going through the roof, Russia looking to also ban crypto as what China already did, and general just growth stock sell-off and correction territory. So what I can advise is, you know, as best as I can, I'm not a financial advisor, but what I'm saying is be prepared for this crash. And I mean, the fundamentals didn't change for Ethereum, right? You know, China said that they would ban crypto. The stock price of Ethereum and Bitcoin crashed and then like went back up again. So you're looking at another support level. I mean, there's not really a support level up until all the way down here at like the $2,300 level. And honestly, I think that's where I'm going to set my price target for the short term, maybe in a month or so. I think we'll see Ethereum actually reach about the $2,500, $2,300 mark when we see our next support. But it's kind of fell through this key support level or resistance level right here, as we can see right here. It kind of like stayed along there, went up a bit, but then it kind of just like blasted through that. And I mean, if we can check the price of um, of Bitcoin here. And I mean, Bitcoin even as well is just like not doing so hot either, okay? Oh, like over the past 5 days, it's down by quite a bit. If we want to full screen this, we can look at it. But I mean, it's just not looking good. It was from around $67,000, now sitting at $36,000. So, I mean, that's like a loss of about 40% there. And so if you like Bitcoin, you could start to average in. I mean, again, I don't see a solid support because it broke through this support level at 41,000. I don't see a solid support until, you know, 30,000, dare I say, which means another $7,000 needs to be wiped off. Again, I'm not an expert, but I think when it comes to crypto, you have to look at the technicals because the underlying fundamentals are not that easy to see. That's what I've been saying all along, and I've been able to play this game and come out with like I said, about over 100% return in the past year. So let me know what you think. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. And check out the links down below in order to check out the Discord group. And if you would like my personal buys and sells in real time to see what I'm doing in the markets, you can check out my Patreon. But yeah, cheers, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Be careful out there. Love you all. And yeah, we'll talk again soon.